What's up, Choach the Bay Pod Squad? Welcome back to another episode of the LOM podcast. Episode 37, I believe we're on now. It's a lot of episodes, you know? So, just to start off, this past week, I found a sweatshirt that I haven't seen in like a long time. And it's like the sweatshirt I got up in Maine. And it's got like puffins on it, like the bird. And I don't know what it is, but I fuck with puffins, you know? They're just, they're a really cool bird. Just like cool looking. They got like that colorful beak. Kind of like, isn't there like another bird that has like a colorful beak? Like a toucan? Is it a toucan? I think it's a toucan. There's so many like crazy birds out there. I was just like, because I saw the sweatshirt, I'm just like thinking about birds in general, as you do. And, I just want to know, like, like why do some birds have like colorful beaks? Because like you learn in school, about like evolution and shit that like animals or creatures or whatever the fuck, like they have adaptations to like help them survive in the wild, like furs for cold regions is to stay warm, in deserts you got like fucking lizards, they don't have fur because they don't need to be warm because they're in the desert, but so it's just like I'm thinking, what in like the evolutionary chain did birds decide, I need a colorful beak or else I'm gonna fucking die, Like what does the colorful beak do for you? You know what I mean? Like what does it do? Does like the light reflect off it a certain way or something like that? Honestly, it could be for, because like some animals, they have like a certain look to them to like throw off predators or something. But like, is that what that's for? Like, does a predator look at a puffin and go like, I would eat that thing, but it's got a colorful beak, and I don't fuck with colorful beaks. Like, I don't know. It just kind of makes you wonder about these things. But birds in general are just like nuts to me, like crows. Like what? Crows just like fly anywhere, okay? And they just like, sit on the ground, sit on a table or something, and just start squawking for no reason. And you're like, what are you doing? Why? Like what's going through your bird brain, Are you trying to be like the most annoying creature on the face of the planet? It's kind of like seagulls, Seagulls are just squawking nonstop. Like why do they feel the need where they're like, you know what? I just have to keep making noise. I just have to. I can't stop, Is that something that they got from the evolutionary chain? In order to survive, I need to be as annoying as possible. Which, honestly, I think that kind of backfires because you're going to annoy the shit out of people. And, some people will be like, you know what? I'm going to go seagull hunting just to take out some annoying ass seagulls. So like I don't know. I do feel bad for birds sometimes because I've seen like multiple times in my life where like birds just like fly into shit. I'm like, how? There was like this one time where I was in a classroom, okay, and like one wall was just like this huge glass wall, right, to like the outside, and this bird just flew right into the window. And like, I guess I understand that the bird he didn't see the glass, because it's see through, so he didn't register that there's glass there. But there was one time I saw a bird who flew right into a wall, just like a plain wall, no windows, just a plain wall. It wasn't even like colored blue to like match the sky or something like that. Like it was a completely off color, like it was like orange or something. And the bird just flew right into it and then died. And I'm like, I feel bad for you because you died, but like, why'd you fly into the wall? You could have flown up into the sky, where there are no walls. But you decided, I'm going to fly into this orange thing. Playing chicken with a wall. Dude, walls don't move. I don't know. It's just like, birds are weird, But like they got so many names for birds. Like there's so many different types of birds, right? You got like cardinals, blue jays, pelicans, some funky names, vultures. But there's like this one bird that I see like all the time. I have no idea what the bird is called. It's like they're small like brown birds. You know what I mean? Like there's like a shit ton of them. At least here in Florida. Like I just see them all the time. Especially in like theme parks, right? They're all over the place. Okay? They're like these tiny little birds. They're brown and what are those? Because like whenever anybody sees that bird, they're like, oh, look, birds. But like, they see a cardinal, they're like, look, it's a cardinal. Vultures, like, look at those vultures. They name every other bird by their name, but these little things, they're birds. I'm convinced they're man-made because no one has any idea what these birds are. They're just birds in general. They're the default bird. Before you add any customizations, it's the default bird. Like, no, for real. Like, I don't even know how to even look it up because if I say like brown bird, probably I get images of like eagles or something. That's another thing, You see an eagle, like, hey, look, it's a bald eagle. Like, even specify, right? Because there's golden eagles and there's bald eagles. They even specify, they're like, look, it's a bald eagle. But these brown little things, look, it's birds. Look, a bird. Like, does anyone have any idea? I don't even think scientists know what the bird is. They'll probably see it and they'll probably say, look, it's a bird as well. I take that back. Probably they'll have like some scientific name for it. They'll be like, hey, look, it's like a Birdicus aegypticus. I don't know. It's just like no one has any idea what these things are called. Because like I said, whenever anybody sees them, like even me, I'm just like birds. But when you see a crow, that's a crow. You see a seagull, it's a seagull. But these things, they're just birds. We don't know what they are. They're birds. I actually low-key want a bird. Like one of those like parakeet things. I think that's what they're called. But the thing is, like, they chirp a lot too, Just like, I don't know if I'd be able to take that. I feel like I just get like really annoyed about it after like 5 minutes. I'd be like, oh my God, birds, shut up. I don't know. Because like they're really loud, So if I could get like a bird that just like doesn't make a lot of noise, maybe every once in a while it goes like, just have a little chirp, you can chirp a little bit. But oh my God, if you're going to be like a seagull or like a crow where you just like chirp all the time, no, I'm not getting that bird. But I don't know. Also, like a parrot would be pretty cool, And the parrot could talk and shit. I feel like that would be fun. But once again, I wouldn't want to get a talkative parrot, because then he'll just keep talking. I'll be like, dude, I'm not even listening. Okay, I don't care what you're saying. Okay, it's crazy that you can talk. I know, but I don't want to hear you talking right now. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's just, I don't know. It's like I just like forget birds are a thing sometimes. Until like I hear it and I'm like, oh God, yeah, these things exist. Because like birds isn't like a common pet. So like not a whole lot of people talk about them. And they're just sort of like always out of your life, They're just like flying above, doing their thing, doing their bird thing. I don't know. I'm just kind of going off on a bird tangent right now. I've never had a bird shit on me before. I've heard that's a thing, and like, I never want that to happen to me. You know what I mean? And like, now that I think about it, like birds, yeah, they just like go. You know, they don't even like pick a spot. You know, like some animals, like they'll sniff around. They'll be like, okay, what's a good spot for me to just let it out? But birds, they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go right now. Just like in the middle of flying, like they're migrating, and they're like, yep, yeah, I'm gonna drop one. Oh, there it goes. Oop, little drop. Damn, that sucks. But you know, it's just kind of crazy how you can get like shit on, you know, because like it's even rare for like my car to get bird shit on it, you know, and my car is obviously bigger than people. You know, and so like if my car that has that much real estate that's outside literally 24/7 hardly gets any bird shit on it, how are you getting shit on, you know? Like maybe that's just on you. Maybe you shouldn't be sitting under birds, you know? That's an idea. How about you don't sit right under a bird? You ever think about that? You know? You can't really get mad if you're sitting right where the bird's about to go. You know, the bird's in a tree, and you're like, I'm gonna sit under the tree. And the bird's like, well, I gotta go. I can't hold it anymore. Yeah, maybe that's just on you, man. Maybe you shouldn't be sitting under trees. But dude, it'd be crazy. It's crazy the people who get shit on like from a bird flying, you know? Because it's like, damn, that bird's got precision. That bird was aiming for you, you know? That bird was a war airplane. And it's like, you know what? I'm bombing you. There was one time I was at Universal, and there's like the seagull that came from like the lake and just like flew up to some random person in front of me. Flew like, I'm not even kidding, like right up to their face and just squawked in their face and flew away. Like an angry squawk. And dude, I was kind of scared. I was like, damn. I'm scared for you, my guy. That bird looked like he was ready to fuck you up. That was a warning squawk right there. That bird's like, I'm coming, bro. Look out, you know? I'm holding in this shit and I'm ready to just drop it on you. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go sit under a tree. See what happens. See what happens when you do that. Yeah, just go sit right. Yeah, that tree. Sit right under that tree. I know where I'm going. But yeah, you know, and like, you know, every time you go to a theme park, they always say like, don't feed the birds, you know? And some people still do, which I don't get. I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get why you look at a bird and you're like, you know what? I'm going to feed this thing. Like, why? I don't know. I've never had that urge to like give a bird some food, you know? I'd be like sitting outside eating and a bird's just chilling next to me. I've never looked at that bird and said, you know what? I'm about to give you a fry. Let's see how you like that, bud. You know, because I want to eat the fry. Why would I give up a fry if I'm the one that wants to eat it? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. But you know, some people they want to feed the birds. You know, some people want to give up their food to give to a bird. And like they think it's like a joke. They're like, "Oh, you know, it'd be really funny if we fed the birds." Wow, dude, that's hilarious. Can't wait to see what you do next. I don't know. Because, you know, there's a reason why they say don't feed the birds. It's because then the birds come to expect, yeah, people give me food. So why do I need to search for food when I could just go up to someone and say, yo, give me that fry? And that just makes the birds more annoying in general. Because now they're following you and they're squawking. Because they're like, why aren't you giving me food? Everyone else does. You see that fry you have? Yeah, that should be mine. Give it here. I don't know, but like I said, I've never had the urge to feed a bird. You know, it's just sort of like a weird thing to like want to do. Because like it's not like it's your pet, you know? It's a wild animal. Like you wouldn't go up to a lion and be like, "Hey, lion, you want my fry?" Lion's gonna bite your hand off. But it's a wild animal. He could probably get his own food if he really wants to. And how do you know his diet is fries? What if he doesn't like fries? You don't know that. Yeah, because I also heard that like apparently you're not supposed to give birds bread because it fucks up their insides or something like that. But some people still they're like, "Hey, here's some bread, birds." It's like you're killing those birds, right? You're not doing a nice thing. You think you're doing a nice thing. 'Cause you're like, "Wow, they probably haven't eaten in days." I guarantee that's a lie. They're wild animals. They literally hunt for food all the time. It's like all those videos of the people who there's like a tortoise crossing the road or something like that. And they're like, "You know what? I'm about to help this tortoise." And they pick it up and they just throw it in a lake because they think it's a turtle. And it's like, tortoises don't swim. Turtles are the ones that go in water. Tortoises don't. You just killed the tortoise thinking you're doing a nice thing. I've seen that video so many times. I don't know how there's still people out there who don't realize that. Like all the time I see a new video of someone like picking up a tortoise and throwing it in a lake. It's like, okay. Have you never been on the internet? Okay. I see these videos all the time. Collectively, I think I've seen like 100 different videos of people, 100 tortoises have been dropped in lakes. And there's probably more that I haven't seen all over the internet. It's like you're telling me that you haven't seen a video of someone throwing a tortoise in a lake and see other people like, "Yeah, you just killed that tortoise." And like, yeah, I get it. Tortoises and turtles are similar, but they do look different. It's like one of the crazy things. Like, you can't mix up a tortoise and a turtle. You know? Like, how do you mix that up? I don't know. It's just crazy things, that people do that I don't get. And plus, why do you gotta throw it in a lake? If it's crossing the road, why can't you just get it out of the road? Why do you feel the need to drop it in a lake as well? I mean, turtles, it's not like turtles live in the water. Turtles can come out of the water, I think. Yeah, they can. They can come out of the water if they want to. So like, what if it really was a turtle, what if the turtle just wanted to chill out of the water? He's like, "You know what? I'm tired of water. I've been chilling in water for like 3 days now. I kind of want a few hours of chilling on land." And you just threw it back in the water. It's like, "You know what? Now I got to swim back on land, you dickhead." That's why, like, if you ever see a turtle or a tortoise, you don't know what it is, if it's on the street, just move it to the side. I see people who, like, the tortoise will be chilling outside, not even in the street, not even in danger, right? He's just chilling. And people are like, "You know what? I'm going to do this tortoise a favor." Well, they think it's a turtle. They're like, "I'm going to do this turtle a favor. I'm going to put him in the water." It's like, you don't need to do that. The tortoise is just chilling. He's just doing his thing. Okay? There's no reason why you would be doing a nice thing and throwing it in the water, Like, just let him do his thing. I get if he's in the street and you're like, "I don't want him to get run over." But like I said, just move him out of the street and then go about your day. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if it's a turtle, if he wants to go in the water, he's going to find his way back to the water. Okay? He doesn't need your help. Okay? Animals have like their own instincts of what they do. It's like birds when they migrate, They instinctively know, okay, at this time, when it gets to like this temperature, whatever the fuck it is that they use to determine when it's time for them to migrate, it hits that point and they're like, "You know what? We're going to fly south." And then when they're done, they fly back up north. But imagine if you're like, "You know what? I'm going to do this bird a nice thing." I'm going to bring him back to his habitat up in the north. It's like, dude, the bird is chilling in the south. Okay, he already migrated. When he's ready to go back to the north, he'll go. He doesn't need your help. I don't know. Just people. Some people do weird things, I'm going to do this bird a nice thing and give him a fry. But birds don't eat fries. If you're giving a bird a fry because you're like, he's probably hungry or something like that. Like I said, they can find their own food. I mean, what do you think they did before French fries were invented? Before, Henry H. Fry, before he decided, you know what, I'm going to make French fries. What do you think birds did before that? Do you think they just all died? Just like immediately? It's like, oh no fries. And they die? No. They found their own food. They found what they needed. But I don't know. I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Lion on Main. I've been your host, Jay Lyons. Whatever you guys are listening to us on, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and leave a review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts. All that stuff really helps me out a lot. And be sure to share this podcast with everyone you know. Follow me on social media at RealJLyons and Lion on Main on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Love you. I don't know. Do I?